Hmm. Why do you think we ignore it? Why do you think? Because I think there's often a hesitancy for people to talk about sex, especially in the UK more so than in other countries I've been to. Why do you think that? You also mentioned some other like, grooming gangs stuff, maybe social services of turning a blind eye. Why do you think that happens?
Because I think I think we're having a better conversation about it now than we were. But I think there is still this thought that somehow 14-year-old girls are responsible for their actions in a way that we don't hold young men responsible for their actions. So if you look at sometimes the way we report things, men, maybe they've been involved in violence against women or sexual violence against women. And quite often it will be like, oh, but he's a promising young man, he's studying to be a dentist or something.
Yeah.
And that will be used as a reason why their life shouldn't be, ended by having some sort of accountability for what they've done. Whereas 14-year-old girls are completely accountable for what's happened to them. And so it's, as a society, I think we need to evolve where we're sort of holding men and women to the same standards. I think that's fine, but that's not what's happening at the moment. So, you never hear young, boys being called, 14-year-old boys being called like underage. They're children.
Mm.
Whereas for some reason, if you look through the Epstein files, there's all this mention of underage girls. Well, what's an underage girl? A child. But they're not using that phrase. Do you see what I mean?
Absolutely, yep.
So I
So
think.
where does that come from? Why does that language exist?
Well, I would say it's part of the patriarchal system, isn't it? Where one half of society is consistently downgraded as support humans. That's probably how I would describe it. Yeah.